Hey everybody, it's Bus, continuing our playthrough of the Path of Champions. Today, we're going to be tackling the half-a-star quest, the Swift Scout. We'll be doing battle up against Teemo with our 2-star Bard. And so to get you up to date on what our Bard is doing, he does have the 2 star powers up to this point. So we get the +1 starting mana. When you draw a card with chimes on it, you put a chime in your deck. And then when you summon an ally with buff stats, you give that ally a keyword. The champion level up to 17, so he is pretty healthy and hardy. And then in terms of our relics, I like to have things that immediately impact the board, since Bard tends to be expensive and we want to include a bunch of copies of Bard into our deck to really get the chimes going. So we play the Stalker's Blade so that he can come down and impact immediately with the strike, along with the Lost Chapter to refill the spell mana once he hits the board. And so that is it. That is what we'll be doing battle with today. Let's see if we can't get back to the main screen and get this adventure going. It's so tough. So tough to get all these clicks in. All right. This one should be pretty easy. We don't have too much trouble completing the half-a-star quests with 0-star champion. Can't imagine we'll have any trouble getting through this here today. And so any of these will be fine. I'm just going to go ahead and go with cards you draw this round cost 1 less. I could see an argument for picking up the Hextech Observatory because it is quite powerful, but Bard doesn't have too many spells in his decks. He's very unit-centric and unit-focused, and so the quick draw should be pretty helpful here. On our way to the Boom Baboon. And so the way things typically pan out with Bard is his late game is exceptionally good, and then you just need to do whatever you can to actually get to the late game. And so we're going to focus on an early game deck. We're going to try and pick up a little bit of interactivity along the way. The only thing he actively has is the 5-cost Cosmic Binding and the 6-cost Minimorph, and so we do look towards a little bit of interactivity and then a cheap set of units so that we aren't just waiting until turn 3 and turn 4 to add something to the board. But rushing through this pretty handily. I don't think the Boom Baboon is going to be able to handle our stags, and so we'll finish off these attacks, call it a day. GG, Boom Baboon. You fought hard, you tried. Just wasn't enough to stop our onslaught. Okay, so the end of battle thing. These aren't particularly good options. I'm just going to reroll everything and look for something cheap. Technically, the Silent Shadow Seer is cheap, but it has Ephemeral, so it just goes away at the end of the turn. And I'm reasonably happy with Line 'em Up. We probably won't even play the Knock 'em Down. We're looking to just have this be a 2-mana random 2-cost follower. And so, welcome to the deck. You can't take advantage of Bard's abilities, but that's okay. We just gotta get a unit down early. And here, this Riven stack will be fine. It's very early game centric. She does have the plate armor, so she's going to cost 5. We'll probably never cast her this game, but the Runeweaver and Blade Squire are both pretty good. All right, so what are we heading towards? Either a gold chest or a spell chest? Let's just go towards the spell chest. We're not going to need the golds here. All right, what you got for us? A bunch of expensive stuff? All right, so we'll hang on to our 1-drop and look for something cheaper. Not that bad. Pretty good collection of cards, and it gives you a chance to see if you're not familiar with the items that come with these. The Stone Stackers starts off with Challenger. The Esmith draws a card. Pretty decent early game stuff, assuming that you draw it. I believe Bird starts with the +2 attack, so you have this 4-attack, 1-cost unit. Pretty powerful. All right, we got all of our stats going on to Riven. She most certainly doesn't need them. There's Bird. Yeah, he comes with the pickaxe. So he'll be free for the turn thanks to our ability. We'll add Runeweaver. Oh, and maybe we'll be able to get up to lethal this round. This will be more efficient to add the Balladeers. It'll put a unit in our hand. So I think we're a little bit short. Yeah, but safe to say we have a commanding position this game. And I guess we will get to cast Riven today. I guess it's not too outlandish to think that we'll get these games to turn 5. you got? More poison darts? Okay. Alright, I bet we can finish this on our next attack. Oh, he's bringing it, huh? Bringing some of that heat. Not today, my dude. Stinky Wump has been dispatched. Got him.
I know what I must do.
Waiting for my rewards. Come on, game. You're better than that. Small indie company can't handle this kind of thing. Maybe they're not going to turn up. There we go. Just got tired of waiting. Oh, the whole game restarts? Well, I'm not going anywhere. We're sticking around for this. We'll bring it right back up. Did it break? What are you doing? The whole game broke? Riot. There we go. A couple more restarts is all it takes. We've got our adventure back up, ready to go. And so these cards aren't particularly good, but the Mystic Vortex costing 0 is fine. I could see an argument for picking up the Greenglade Elder, since it does work with Bard, but we're probably never going to reduce the cost on this, and so I'm just going to take the freebie and the Vortex. Onto the spell chest. Don't really want any of this. The Ransom Riches could be interesting, and then it puts the champion into our hand as well, but I think we're safe to just leave and not take any of those treasures. And on to the Unstable Voltician. The foe's spells cost 2 more and deal double damage. And so the way we always try to tackle this one is we like to see if we can win the game before he even casts a spell. I think that's a safe and strong strategy. Let's see what we can do. Ooh. Gonna lead with Esmuth because it's our opponent's attack token, but then we'll also get Bird down for free this round. You can do a Bird and a Stone Stacker. Not going to get a lethal, but we're getting pretty close to finishing.
Come on, people. Let's make tomorrow today.
What you got? Neg 11 coming in? Okay, okay. He can cast a 0-cost spell this turn. Oh, no, he's got a spell mana banked up. He can cast a 1.
How can I help?
All right, let's go ahead and start lining them up. Knocking them down. Get this one done. Oh, it's waiting on me. My bad.
Did that sound right?
Get a block in. This attack should do it. Kept thinking we had enough mana to finish this turn, but it's only the turn you draw the card. Makes it win cheaper. Okay, that was close. That was close. We almost didn't finish that round. Oh no, he got to cast a spell. Failure. Failure to the largest degree. That's what we get for playing Esmuth on the first turn with no attack. Well, I guess we should just give up. All right, strength in numbers reducing cost is pretty good. Again, we may not get a chance to cast it, but I think it's okay. I'd like to stack in our bards. We'll just go ahead and give him the bonus stats. You could look to take that +1/+1 one. That does help level up your bard, but I don't think we're going to be really coming out and playing it this game. We got allies have overwhelm is pretty good. What are we at here? We're still at the shop. I don't want to buy any of this stuff. Okay, cut a card. We'll take out the mini morph. It's just too expensive. And then on to Teemo. Can we do it? Can we finish off Teemo? Is our 2-star bard good enough to take down the half-a-star Teemo? Time will tell. Now, this is a matchup that would be kind of problematic in future rounds, right? Given the way that Bard functions to where you're trying to draw a lot of your deck, you're stalling for a long time, your deck doesn't really come online until you get a big density of units in your deck, or a big density of chimes in your deck. But with the way this Teemo plays, it's not going to be a big deal. He doesn't try very hard, and so you can pretty safely just play all of your cards and attack, and you'll end up winning the game. If you're looking to speed run it, though, it can be a little bit more difficult given the way that he plays. But I think we'll be okay with this matchup. Go ahead and get a dude on board. Bring in the booms. Almost lethal. We're close. Bring in emotes? I'll bring an emote. I know how to do that. Alright, we'll see if we can get a kill with the line him up. He's at 3, so we'll have 2 powder kegs on board. Might be able to do it. Got him. GG. So yeah, not a bad start to Bard. We knew it was going to be pretty easy, but it's a nice building block to the thing that we're going to be trying to do, is to where we got to focus on our early game, focus on just a little bit of interactivity, and then not worry about the late game whatsoever, since Bard's hero power is more than enough stats to really power through and get the victories. But that's going to do it for us today. Hope everyone enjoyed the video. You all have yourselves a good one out there.